Hey folks, the topic we're gonna discuss today is about college, how to choose a college, and what you can do after that. But I'm no expert about this topic. I'm not a knowledgeable person about it, or I don't have any proper verified knowledge about it. I'm just a guy who needed these information, so I collected these information, asked people about it, heard something, some information, and I'm just trying to share it. Uh, do your own research. Don't blindly believe me, and don't get angry. Okay, it is not to provide any misinformation. I'm just sharing something that uh, I feel uh, would be good, something which I feel I have heard or got some info about, but I can assure you this is not any verified information. So, folks, the main and the most basic one's affiliation is UGC. It is needed in any degree providing institutions. Either it can be a UGC affiliated university, or it can be a college affiliated by UGC affiliated university. So it is required in every degree, every branch. UGC is needed. But there is a difference in professional courses. There should be UGC and other affiliations, but other specific professional degree affiliations. But if you are doing a general course like a BSc or BA and all that, then you don't need all other. Only UGC is sufficient enough. You don't need specific professional degree affiliation. That's the difference. And there comes then comes national level professional degree affiliations, which are only needed in the specific affiliations are only needed in the specific degrees provided in the institution. They are not required everywhere, right? But they are the most important ones. At in any institution that is providing that specific degree, professional degree, like AICD for engineering, BCI, Bar Council of India for law, then MCI, Medical Council of India for medical degrees, Pharmacy Council of India for pharmacy and all that. Okay, you get it. So it is important, but for that specific degree with UGC. UGC is the most important, but with those, if you are doing professional degree, these are needed for specific degrees, specific affiliation. Then comes state level affiliations, professional degree affiliations for specific courses. Obviously, they are as important as them for validity of the degree, or the degree won't be valid. So these affiliations depends on the state. So each state have their own affiliation, means affiliation board, or either there can be no affiliation board in certain states. And it also depends on the hierarchy of the college. If the college is of national importance, then uh, it can skip the state affiliation stuff and still can be highly important. That institution can be. But if it is a state level college, or it is a tier 2 tier 3 college, then it should have a state level affiliation. It is important for the degrees validity, and it's good basically, but it's important though. It's basic. It is important for the degree validity. But yeah, it depends on the state and power, means hierarchy of the college, importance of the college. National importance or autonomous college, like that, then they mostly don't they can skip, or they don't require mostly. about of the state affiliation, but do your research properly if it is required or not in your case. Then there comes affiliations are over. Now it's time for accreditations. Now accreditation shows that your college has better quality. They measure colleges, rank colleges according to their quality, but they don't decide the validity of the degree. They are not that necessary. They are important, but not very important. Uh, Means you don't need to means means you don't have to change your decision uh, for lack of accreditations, because accreditation is important, good, but not necessary, because it doesn't decide your degree validity. Without these, still your degrees are valid. These only show that your college life will be better. There is a good quality of education or stuff. There are standard measures. um, so those are quality standards are measured by these and ranked by these institutions, right? So yeah, if they are there and it is in your budget range, then it's good. Because if they are accredited with these bodies, then they most probably would have a higher range of fees. So mostly it is hard to get, right? But if it is in your price range, go for it. Because yeah, college life doesn't matter that much, because at the end you have to study on your own. But for overall easy growth, it is needed. But at the end, you have to make your own growth, you have to study on your own. But maybe it can help by giving you a good environment. So if you have that money, go for it. Yeah. So if I have to say which is means if I have to make a tier list of accreditations, then I would keep an IRF, then NAC, then NBA. All three are good, but they are standard means more criterias are there in the above ones. There are more criteria of quality inspection. Then mostly it is highly all of them are trusted, but there are slight differences. Some are little good, little more good, better. I mean, yeah, you get the point, right? So like that. So NIRF, then NAC, then I would keep NBA. So mostly you would have heard, right? And NRF ranking, because they are mostly used NRF. Some have NAC, and rarely I have seen NBA rankings in institutions. So yeah, but all three are good. All three are trustworthy. All three are important. All three decide good quality. Yeah, so all three are good. No much differences. So now we come to recognitions and certifications. If they are there, it's good, but not needed, not necessary. It doesn't make a big difference. And there are so many recognitions and certifications. Sometimes some news agencies like Times of India or something, they also give recognitions awards to colleges. But that doesn't make a huge difference on your degree perspective. They you can if they are affecting your budget, you can simply overlook them, right? You can overlook them a little, because if the recognition is putting your means pockets on threat, then I mean not necessary to go for it. You can uh, skip that part. You can just overlook that part, okay? But they are good if they are there, because it means they have a better brand. They have better means connections, networks. They people trust them more. These institutions recognize them, associate with them. It means that, but it is not worth it is worth it, but not worth to keep your budget on danger, okay? You can push your budget a little for accreditations, but don't push it too high for recognitions and all, okay? And I think GOI certification is automatically given when they are given UGC, but some specifically mention GOI, so I'm not sure with that if a GOI is a separate affiliation, separate recognition, or it comes with UGC. So do your own research with that. So yeah, this covers all the affiliations and stuff. So check out the what are the affiliations, location of the college. It should be near your house because you need your self study time. And also check out the fees, because fees is most important. And if you go for study loans, they are good. Yeah, if the situation is such, then go for study loans, but they can be highly risky. Your degree can be on risk, and there can be a pressure system which can affect your learning or fun learning environment. It can hamper your environment. It can put a pressure for a job rather than putting you on the fun side of learning. The reduced pressure, stress free environment, that would be reduced. So yeah, those things in mind, and best of luck for your college journey. In integrated degrees, the main thing you can achieve is that you don't have the hassle of reappearing entrance exams for your higher studies. Like let me give a use case. Like if you are in a best college, and you don't have the confidence to give entrances exam again and achieve that institution or college again, then you may go for the integrated degree, so that you once the seat is secured, you can complete two degrees in that same college without any tension or stress about reappearing for the entrance exam and the uncertainty if you would get selected or not. Or else the what the real motive mostly uh, is visible, or is thought by folks, is that integrated degree saves your time, but there are that doesn't matter much, because integrated degrees, the time saving doesn't make that much difference. So let me explain that point. So integrated degrees, actually, it is same as if you are doing a general degree. Then if you add a bachelor's and master's degree, for example, they are totally making 5 years, but still if you go for integrated, they are still for 5 years. But if you are going for a professional degree, then bachelor's is almost 4 or 5 years, but it is reduced to almost and the master's degree is always 2 years, so they make up 4 to 6, I mean 6 to 7 years, but it is reduced to 6 5 years, I guess. They are reduced to 5 years, but when the professional degree is there, the last year they actually do changes in that. In generally in normal regular courses, in the last year you don't have to study much, but you prepare for the job, you develop your skills. you develop your skill sets for the profession you are aiming for. So in that time you don't have to study much, or you have most of the electives. So electives can be made curated and customized by you, so many can choose subjects that don't require much effort, but some may choose effort effort needing one, so that they may have some better goals, means they may have some goals, so it can better cater them, so they can choose those specializations. So they take out all these options from you, so they use that fourth year to reduce the masters 1 year. So what they do is that they start your masters in that last year of your bachelor's. So basically, but the catch is, the problem is a little tiny bit of issue is that I have heard somewhere, I'm not sure if it is true or not. I'm not claiming anything, I'm just giving you a thought, info. You can just go for your own research, don't blindly believe me. But I think when you do an integrated degree, so the final degree, means final degree gets validity or value, and the previous degree or the bachelor's degree or the basic degree gets devalued, or value is reduced, I would say. Validity is reduced. uh, it is the bachelor's degree is compensated for the aim of master's degree, so your options get reduced, and the bachelor's doesn't get its own weightage. So so the bachelor's goes in vain, so your actually time is getting lost. Your time goes in vain for the bachelor's. But if you are aiming for only the masters, then for that the bachelor's is needed. So if your aim of our bachelor's and masters are the same, then go for it, because indirectly the masters is the thing you need. But if you are going for options, if there are different fields, and you need both the masters and bachelors for the option, because you are not sure where you're gonna go in the future, so do the regular course stuff, because that can be a huge loss if your bachelor's goes in vain. So do that research. I'm not sure about it, but I think it can be a possibility. I'm showing you a possibility. Go deep into it, go research it, then believe it or do whatever you want to decide. So yeah, so the basic overall summary is that integrated degrees may reduce value of your first degree, and it is only for the purpose to get the master's degree. So the first degree gets just for formality, it doesn't have much value to it, it doesn't get much value, you know. So for that it tries to save some time also. Only that. And there is also something called specialization. So specialization means that you limit yourself, you make a boundary, you make a cage type thing, that you would only go ahead in that path, and you cannot, you you don't get to explore other fields in that area, so you limit your options. So which is also a problem, because you don't know what career you are gonna go in the future at the starting of it, because things may look different, but when you go into it they can be different, so you should keep your options. But specializations make things easy. You don't have you only have to study for the field you are aiming for in the future, not other subjects which are in that field but not targeted to your future. So but there can be a issue, because the if you don't study the other fields of that field, the other branches, then obviously the options are closed, and sometimes the other subjects complement each other and help to learn other subjects easily, and sometimes they combine the knowledge of the both the subjects combined to make a new different field or new something, a better skill. So you lose that. So you shouldn't opt for you should reconsider, I would say, you should reconsider taking specialization if you have a slightest doubt that you may back off from that field later on. You because mind changes, your interest changes, your interest may change later on, but there won't be options much available. But if you are done a general stuff, then obviously you can reach that specialization level by doing a small courses or something, because your basics are done for all the branches in that field. So yeah, that's the basics. And there are also things like dual degrees that you do two courses, two different stream or fields courses, but of the same level. But it would be better safe if you do one in physical mode, in regular mode, and the other one distance open or correspondence, whichever you call it, that mode. Because obviously it would look more practical, and it would be more safer from the rules, because for physical the regular courses there are n number of rules which you have to know. Because obviously for the first reason only, because they don't look much practical. There are shift changes that you have to, one go for night shift, one for day shift college, and you may not get like that college. And obviously for on for practical, so it is good for practical reasons also, because you can show others that you can manage a physical and a correspondence course, because correspondence course looks more flexible. You mostly have to appear for exams only. So it looks much more feasible to manage both these than two physical courses, because you know how much sacrifices you have done, how much hard work you have done to manage two physical courses, even if in the same shift. But you cannot display or show other that you have managed that. But in correspondence course and physical course, you can show that easily, because it is a proof that you have taken one rigid and other flexible course. So there are it is really good, because there are times in regular or physical classes, regular courses, where time is just getting wasted. There are time gaps, like holidays and all, uh, and other things. So there people go for their goals or something, they chase their goals. But if your goal is something educational, something academic, then obviously you can go for or pursue another flexible degree, so it helps you there. You get your skills up in that time. And if you have completed your assignments early on, you can save that time, so that time gets utilized, not wasted, and you get another skill set with you, with another degree, with a proof that you have another skill set. So it is much easy to show that you have managed a physical and a correspondence course rather than the other physical course, right? So if you are going to opt for a correspondence course, there should be UGC affiliation, and obviously there should be DEB affiliation, which is Distance Education Board, I think, something. It should be there. And there can be there may not be other affiliations, because I guess the professional degrees aren't given in distance mode, because they need more hands-on experience, and more practical approach. So you may not get that in online mode. So they mostly teach theoretical subjects, because theoretical subjects can be studied on own too, because many a times you mostly don't always require a teacher. You require a teacher, obviously that's a different experience, but sometimes you feel like you can study that on your own. You Because books are the best teachers actually. Only the problem is, the toughest part is decoding them, understanding them. And in some subjects you understand the language of the books. Those are your favorite subjects, so you can understand the language of the books. So I think book is self sufficient in that matter, so you don't require a teacher that much. So going to a regular college, adjusting your pace to the class and not going with your own pace, not focusing on your strengths and weaknesses, going in a uniform way can be a little loss making. So in that subject, obviously you can go for a correspondence course, and but obviously the main purpose is for the working professionals, but this can be also used for the correspondence course, dual degrees. So we have talked about that now. So obviously now we're gonna talk about degrees. So now I'm gonna specifically focus on the stream of engineering because I don't have much idea about other fields. So we are gonna focus on the engineering stream here. So I'm gonna tell you difference about some of the available degrees in the market. Like there is BTech, which is actually seen as a practical approach degree. So it is much more valued in India, I guess, because obviously you have a strict syllabus, much more maths and biology overall. Means overall grasp of multiple concepts at once. But the only downside is that you have to pay more fees. That is hefty price demanding. Okay, because BTech colleges are mostly not cheaper. They require a heavy price mostly, right? So, and also sometimes syllabus can be tougher. And there is also called BE, which is Bachelor of Engineering, and BTech is Bachelor of Technology, and BE is Bachelor of Engineering. It means you are studying theory. So how I can say is that BE or BTech is more production focused, and BE is more theoretical or research purpose based. Means you know the reason why how works, how in BE, but in BTech you see the applications or uses or how efficient or better you can make a certain product or machine, how you can make it efficient, make it better, make it cheaper, make it better, polish it. But in BE you understand the reason how it works, science behind it, the reason behind it. Okay, so yeah. And below the means what I have written below it. So BE is valued in abroad, but a little less preferred in India. What I have observed, what I've seen, what I have heard from people, I'm saying that I don't have any opinions or claims in this video. Okay, uh, I don't say that this is a fact. There is no fact in this video. I'm just giving you a probability, possibility, idea about a thing. Okay, so yeah. So you understand the maths, physics behind it. In BE you have overall wholesome study of it. I means you study it as a whole. But in BTech you focus on how to make it better. Okay, how to make it more efficient, more user friendly, like that. Okay, so these are done, these are professional degrees. They need maths, and they have a higher value in the market, they are high priced. But below that there are general degrees which are more and more theory based. Okay, So they are theories or research based or teaching based subjects of the that specific subject. Okay, so there is BSc CS, which is mostly coding, means you have to learn programming languages and all. Then there is BSc IT, which is topology or networking related. It is more focused on network. These are the first impressions that they make when they see your degree. Okay, these are not the true syllabus, because syllabi can be almost same of all, because they are mostly standardized. But what the common perception can be after first seeing your degree, that is what I'm saying. Okay, so BSc CS, BSc IT, they are just BScs. Okay, they are Bachelor of Sciences. They are theory, means they are general degrees. Okay, they only study that subject. They are not there can be maths, but it is not that prominent like in BTech and B. Okay, they are more focused on maths side of it. They need a better, deeper understanding of it. And obviously they are 4 years, and the BSc and all, they are 3 years, like normal. Okay, normal bachelor's degree. So they are general degrees. Okay, so BSc CS focus on more on programming, coding, and networking architecture, topology. They are all seen by BSc ID. So obviously the programming one is more lucrative, more luxurious life in that. But obviously if you have a little money on you, you have a little money to spend, then go for the BTech and B professional courses. So yeah, and also it depends on the state. If your state has mostly BTech or BE, obviously that would be valued in there much more. Okay, and maybe that may come from the perspective that it is more global or international oriented state, or it is much more indigenous state. Okay, means more westernized or developing state have B mostly, because they are abroad oriented, right? They focus on globalization. So yeah, so there you can find B, and you get my point, right? At the end there comes a Bachelor of Computer Applications, or BCA, which is it teaches really basics, totally Word, Excel level, I think so. Maybe the impression, obviously the impression of the degree can be that I'm saying. Okay, the impression, first impression of the degree can be. Okay, so really basics of using the computer, right? So it is not a Bachelor of Science, right? So it is a different bachelor. So mostly these are done with other degrees. After you finish a degree and you just want to enter into computer field, like if you have done commerce and you want to enter the computer field, then these are some helping type degrees, right? They support the other degree, what I've seen mostly. They are also a degree, but yeah, they but according to other degrees are much preferred. Okay, so but these degrees don't limit you. Obviously I have seen people doing any of the degrees, but they break the limits and earn more than other degree. But that is their hard work. But if hard work adds with the better degree, then obviously that would be much better. I'm saying that. So yeah, there are situations, but if situation favors, take the better degree. Okay, because at the end it depends on your hard work. But if potential meets hard work, then it's the best thing. Only hard work and only potential goes in vain, right? It can be better, but the other aspect is being wasted. Like if there is hard work, but you have not taken the path that has more potential, then obviously you hard work gets a little wasted, obviously not wasted, but it gets it gets little compromised, right? Yeah. So that happens. So choose your degree wisely. Yeah. Then now I'm gonna talk about the branches in the BTech or BE sphere. So there are fields like, so I'm specifically gonna talk here about computer engineering. Other fields I have not much knowledge. I don't have any specific knowledge about computer science too, but others I have much lesser idea, so I cannot talk about others. But I'm talking about computers, okay? Because I have very much lesser idea about other branches than computers. So we are going to talk about computers now. So in computer science branch there are many different names for the courses, like computer science and engineering, computer engineering, IT, software engineering. So software engineering is a branch of computer science, okay? So it is not a separate degree, obviously. There is computer science and technology too, that I have seen in one or two colleges. CST, that I may have forgot to written. I may have forgotten to write here, but it also exists. So yeah, so let's talk about each of them. So CS, computer science, is pure coding, full software oriented, okay? But in CSE, it is computer science and engineering. It is much more computer coding, software and all that stuff, but a little pinch, tiny bit pinch of electrical is added. Electronics, I would say, because chips and all those stuff are studied. And in COE, computer engineering, or CE called, basically has computer, electronics, mechanics, everything. Like I can give you example that in even in second year, okay, even in second year they have digital logic, digital logic and computer architecture, which is more oriented towards electrical. Like there are chips, microprocessors, and microprocessors is also a subject, right, in computer engineering. And there are coding, so it is more focused on the theory part, obviously, because I'm talking about B here. So they are talking about how chips work and all that. They're not talking about the software, but also they're talking about the hardware, electrical parts here. They're not much talking about yeah, they are talking about hardware too, like CPU and all that configuration. They are also there. There is graphics too, engineering graphics too, because mechanical part. And there is engineering mechanics too, okay? So there are totally mechanical part in here. And there is IT, where it is all about network topology. It is the same as basic IT, network topology, networking, and all that, right? How to make a better network, how to use wires, hubs, switches, share the resources of many computers, group them, right? You get it, right? And also there is CST, which is computer science and technology. It is much more it is like pure coding, CS, but added with IT, a little knowledge about topology. I'm not sure about all these. I have to warn you again that I'm not sure about the information all I'm giving. I'm just giving an idea so that you can start your research. I'm giving you a starting point. Research from there. Watch multiple videos. Gather all the knowledge you can get. Then take your decision. Don't be in a hurry. Okay? Don't be. Yeah, you may have less time, but what can we do? Sorry for that. uh, what I can do, that much I can do. Okay, I'm not an expert. Okay, you have to research other sources. So yeah, I can talk about mechanical. So there is a course called mechatronics, which has mechanical and electronics. It is mostly used for robotics, because and maybe weapon designing can be done with it, because uh, it is totally hardware based. Okay, so there is mechanical and the hardware parts, and obviously the electronics parts, chip and all. You get that right? Electronics means chip, and electrical means bigger stuff like power lines, generators, the bigger electrical stuff you watch around. Those are that. And electronics is small stuff like chip, capacitor, resistor, all that stuff. Okay, uh, integrated circuits and all that stuff, motherboards. I hope you get it right. So basically, to help you visualize or make you understand the significance of the branches, I would just, you know, show you. Means I would give examples so that you can understand how the branches work, and you almost need all of the branches to master at least computer, electrical, and mechanical to uh, call yourself a totally independent full engineer, right? So I can give you an example, because engineering is about machines. So computer is the brain of the, so we would understand it as machine as a part of human body and what a branch works on, right? So if we take computer science, it is brain of the machine or the computer, right? It does all the thinking and all that part. Electronic is the heart of the machine. It can do basic programs, but it can't do harder programs. It has no concept of abstraction. Abstraction is the thing that where you uh, make a layer of program and you hide it under another layer of program to make it easy, a complex stuff to make it easy. Electronics doesn't has that. It has simple programs, but computer science has that abstraction concept and making concepts easy, because uh, there are machine language which are complex. They program the electrical circuits, and those machine languages are converted into high level languages which are much easier languages. Then they are given a user interface which is the easiest stuff which any human can handle. Okay, so obviously computer science is the brain of the computer. Electronics does the basic movements and all that, so it is heart of the machine, because heart does the basic movements and all. It shows that you are alive. Electronics makes the machine come out alive. Mechanical is the body of the machine. It does the overall exterior part of the things which move and all. It is done by mechanical is the basic of the stuff. Electronics is makes it more advanced, useful for daily applications, usable in life. And the computer makes it so advanced, so better, so technologically powerful that it becomes like a luxury. Obviously computer alone becomes just, it is a concept, but you cannot make it out alive. You can't bring it alive without mechanical and electronic branch. Okay, you cannot make a phone if you don't have the chip and the main body of the display and all that exterior body. Without that you can't implement the computer concepts into that, right? So yeah, so let's see what you can make using each branch. Like if we take mechanical, you can make guns, and even car needs electrical, I guess. So yeah, you can make guns, chairs with mechanical. But when you add electric to it, then you can make washing machine, which is a daily necessity stuff. You know, like you can make what do you say, heater, I guess. You can make all those stuff, and when you add a mechanical, electrical plus computer, then you can make a smartphone. Obviously electric, mechanical plus electronics makes daily application stuff, but when added computer, it makes luxurious technologically so advanced stuff like smartphones we use now, or computers, and all the stuff like smartwatch, VR, and everything. Okay. And obviously I had to tell about what is electronics is small parts like chips and all, which I said earlier. Electrical is larger bodies like electrical towers and all that stuff. Also, I had forgot to tell you a branch which is ECE. So it is basically electrical, but there are added a pinch of computer in it. It is electronics and telecommunication engineering. So yeah, that is a branch I had to mention. And I have to give you a tip that give all entrance exam possible, fill all the college options, because you don't know where your fate takes you, where you have to end up in. So uh, don't just put the good colleges and ignore the tier 3 colleges. um, Having a college is better than having no college, right? So even consider the your lesser preferred options also. Don't ignore them. That is a very important lesson. And yeah, so after you have chosen the college, now you're obviously going to study. So time for the study tips. So basically make a study group, because a group helps you a lot. Everyone shares the information, everyone shares knowledge. And when sharing of knowledge comes, one has others, so one knowledge, someone has other knowledge. When they pool into one, then everyone gets helped in every aspect of life. So yeah, study group is important, first one. Then choose one and smallest reference book, which has means theory notes and all, because theory teaches you the concept, teaches you to tackle any question shouldn't be your target should be in the knowledge that you can use in your life. Because questions only ask you or test you the knowledge you have. Okay, they are just a way to test you. Ways can be different, but the concept will remain the same. Okay, so you have to be proficient in the concept is going to be useful in life. So the theory is important, so choose the smallest reference book you can find, because obviously it would be easy to complete it, it would look easy. Or else if you buy a big one and to for some feeling of pride that wow, I bought a big book and I'm gonna finish it, and something that doesn't how it works. Because in 1 to 2 days you are gonna feel scared and bored of that big book, that when you will complete it. So it would be better that you at least read something than nothing. Okay, so start small rather than fearing and backing off. So if that is over, then next comes that you check out video lectures and make notes from it, remember it, then make your own video lecture. That will give you the feeling of teacher, right? And a teacher is the most confident person in the knowledge. So you can reevaluate your knowledge, you can become confident in that if you do that. Then go for the PYQs. PYQs analyzed by AI. Now AI technology is available, so you can make your question papers analyzed. Choose frequent questions, then ask AI for the answers and all that. So, and you may have three types of timetable too. I have seen three table of types of timetable. There can be more types. One is a time specified, means you have a task also. You have specified the task, how much time, and which time to which time. You have specified these three things. Like let me give an example. Like uh, you have written that week I will wake up at 6 a.m, then I will freshen up from uh, 6 a.m to 7 a.m. So you have specified the time. Now you have time constraint, it is very less freedom giving. It is obviously good to put up a habit and discipline, but you may back off from it soon, because it will make your life so monotonous. Because and It can kill your morale if you wake up a little late. If some situation comes in and you divert from the timetable, then you will soon enough you will stop following that timetable. So it would be totally wasted to take a initiative for making a timetable. So the idea of it would go in vain. So if you are totally disciplined and your life is a little stable, then obviously you can choose it, because it is good for discipline. The more disciplined you are, the better results you get. But getting a result is better than getting no results. Okay, so put some efforts at least. And if you keep time foundation, curb your freedom at the start, and you stop putting efforts, then it is much more bad than putting some efforts but non-constant random efforts are better than putting no efforts. So the second time of this so the second type of timetable is time bounded timetable. So in this, you have not specified from which time to which time. You have not specified the time limit, starting time and ending time, but you have given the time amount for which you are going to do a particular task. The task is specified, the time amount is specified, but the time starting and ending time is not specified. So it is a little much more giving freedom. So it also reduces procrastination, improves discipline, but also gives some freedom so that you can continue on if your situation changes, if you wake up late. So you don't have to break the flow, and it doesn't kill your morale to just quit the timetable. So you can continue your timetable even if situation changes. So it is like you have given 1 hour to a particular task. So any time we can start it, end it, but you have to just catch up and complete that task in the 1 hour. You have just kept a target but not limited or specified it. Okay, so this is the most optimum timetable I feel around these, because you also have uh, you know you also have a pressure to do that task, but you don't have that much pressure that you would break down, right? You have to chase, run behind it. It is not necessary. You can adjust your time, it is a little flexible. Next is task bounded, which is totally freedom based timetable. When you are so disciplined that you can just do it on your own, you don't need a timetable, but you need a little randomization in life. You are so bored from your monotonous life that you want some spontaneity in life, then you can opt for this. But this has a reduced discipline, it has very much freedom, so you can easily procrastinate and unknowingly quit from the timetable from this, because there are a specific task mentioned that in this day I would do this, but there is no starting time, no ending time, no amount of time how much you are going to do this. So you may just get stuck in the loop of going into dopamine and filled work, means like you fun stuff like doing using your phone and all, and get stuck in there without any knowing or without any guilt or without any regret. When you are using it, there would be no constant reminder in your brain that you have reached your time limit of your phone or using stuff, and you have to study or do your work. You would forget about that work, because you would feel that there is whole day and I have these many tasks, and I can catch up and complete it anytime. And obviously your side tasks, which were specified constant breaks, that would reduce. So managing it would be very tough, because you would obviously exhaust up the breaks or the fun stuff, and then you have to continuously go rigorous grinding hard work then to catch up with the timetable, complete all the hard productive stuff, and that can take a toll on you. So it is harder to manage that. And for the phone addiction, Uninstall all the problematic apps like social media apps, games, apply lock screen, give it to a guardian, and you shouldn't have that screen lock password. You have to ask them again and again. Make a app hiding folder, uh, give parental controls on specific apps by app vault or app hidden apps, so that those don't cross your mind when you are even you are when you are using phone for your study, so that those apps would be hidden. Make the game access difficult, or your social media access difficult. Use it on browser, that would make your access difficult, so you would be much more resistive to use that, because there would be many layers of effort needed to do that, take that dopamine, so you won't you won't be inclined to it much, right? And make your phone grayscale. Colorful things are much more fun to use. If you make it grayscale, it would become a little boring. And also add a eye filter, protect filter, something is there, no, your screen becomes a little orangish type, so that would also make your screen boring. And other thing, maybe your eyes would be saved, maybe blue light filter, I think it is, or reading mode, something it is like that. Yeah, so you can do that. Have a task list so you can organize your tasks, you remember what you had to do, and don't again and again waste your time thinking what I had to do in the day, after this. No, you would have it already planned, and you can make a dream list, that what you want to achieve in life, your goal, and how you can paste your pictures, how it looks, or make some roadmap or planning about it, so that you have a clear vision, and you can always look at your dream, because that dream can motivate you to work every day for it. And yeah, uh, also looking at it would give you a mental relief. So keep your work area clean, so that because cleaning needs effort, and when you put effort in an work, when you start something with your effort, then you are much more committed on in it, right? So get the reason why you're working, and put some effort to even start the work, so that you keep on going. Because when things are put effort, when you start something, the resistance reduces, the friction reduces, so you can continue a thing which is already started. So if the effort is taken, you don't back off easily, you stay committed when you have started with some efforts, right? So keep the area clean, and also it would give a nice vibe when you're working there. And also designate a area for work, that would, when you reach that place, you know that you have to work. You can concentrate more, you can make that environment with things around you, decorations, toys, anything you need during that work, a glass of water or anything. And keep the work material near you, books, any work stuff near you, so that when you work, it takes less friction to reach the work stuff, right? So uh, accessibility is easier, you don't have to take much effort to just get that material which you need to work, so that would reduce your procrastination, right? Eat light, exercise, that would make you more agile, more light. You were with a light head, with means light body, you would have a happy mind, and you would be easy to work. Drink water, it would reduce your letharginess, I would say. Rinse your eyes if you are a nocturnal guy, if you study at night, it would like keep your eyes fresh a little. And when you're taking breaks in your timetable, it should be a productive skill set that you're learning, but it should be a better fun than studying. But if you go for a heavily high dopamine stuff, like using phone in the morning or anything, then you would go for more higher dopamine stuff. You won't go to the much more productive stuff. So start with the productive stuff, end with the productive stuff, and takes breaks also productive. Less dopamine would tend to more productive stuff. If you start taking a little dopamine even at the start of the day, then it will pull you till much more dopamine levels. Dopamine level doesn't reduce, lets you reduce it. It would just increase and increase. So try to start and end your day with less dopamine. So you take less dopamine, much more productive skill set break, but it would be different than the subject you are studying. So different things make it much more fun. Like studying even different subject is also fun. So having a productive skill which is different from the studying thing only, then different, that change, that variety, that diversity would make you happy, make you feel fun, right? Take skill learning breaks, like coding, or playing some guitar, writing your story, writing lyrics, rap, or play some chess, or learn a language or something, learn stock market or something. Do anything, right? Anything you like, any hobby, dance, karate, martial arts, anything, any random thing. Playing with toys, but just stay offline, don't go online, okay? Reading novels, anything in this world you can do in that time, except going on the phone, going online, going in social media. That you have to stop, okay? In that break time, keep a designated time to keep updates on the world, what is going on. Obviously social media is a communication platform, you need that for information, for staying updated on what is going on. But still, that much overload of information is not needed, what uh, we mostly do, right? So, and inculcate interest in studies. Like for example, some folks study with music because music is the interest. For better focus, I can give you a tip that you can read your book, you can study your book in a rhythmic pattern, like a song. Means turn the words in the book into a lyrics of a song, uh, without beat. Sing it like in a rhythm, sing your words like a rhythm in the book. That would make it interesting. And also you can use fidget toys in one hand and just read. So you would not get bored, but obviously it can be a distraction, but fidget toys are not much more distraction, I guess. But obviously it would help you concentrate in the study. It would make it less boring because your hands are having fun. So you get my point, right? So let's delve deeper into the study tip stuff. So there are some notes making techniques, like making a notebook, means normal notes, making the concepts of textbooks a little smaller, but chapter wise normally, but like a book only, copying that exact book but with little shortening. Or you can make one page formula sheet, or one page summary. Like in maths you have formulas, make a formula page, one the whole that chapter, or whole that book, or whole that subject, or whole that section, or whole module should be fitting into one page. For theories it can be summary, and for important definitions and all. For formula it can be a formula page, right? Like in maths you have formulas, you can fit it into one page for one unit of chapter, module, whatever you get. There are one shot videos, you can watch that, make notes, they give you a short note somehow. You can make own audio notes, you can just make a video lecture of your own, or you can just keep your sound recorder on and you just read the book, read a paragraph and explain it in short, so that when you are traveling or something you can hear it and revise. There are also flashcards, like there would be small cards and you are fitting your notes there, or ahead there is written question, and behind there is written answer, or ahead there is a picture, and behind there is a related subject matter, in a card, fit into a card, so that you look at it and you relate it to the question or the picture ahead of it, and you remember it. There are mind maps to visualize or picturesque the concept into a flow of related hierarchical manner. There can be diagrams, there can be flowchart is the simpler form of mind maps, when there is a single unidirectional flow of the uh, technique or the process or the concept or the theory, and you can make definitions, like you can define the stuff, how you can define it in one line, the basis, the essence of the concept, or you can make mnemonics, right, like take the first letters of every word and make it into a word, or make it a short form, like that you can remember it, like that, or storyfying. This is a technique, like you take the keywords in it and make a story out of it which you can easily remember. Or example, use example, like uh, because example backs up a theory, right? So think about example, how it is practically used in your life. uh, Real life example, think about the theory that is being used in a practical life. Check relation pattern, like some words are related, like prefix, suffix, using of not, using of any word related to it. There is a pattern, this word follows the same pattern, like there is some relation between the words, so they are same, similar, different in a particular rhythm, particular order. You can see that and remember that. Or you can check out contradiction, that if this theory doesn't work, then is that possible, why doesn't it work? So you can remember it by contradiction. In maths there is mostly contradiction used. Contradiction means thinking opposite, reverse engineering, going into the roots, going onto the opposite side and looking at the perspective of the things. There can be points, counting points, like you can convert the paragraph into points, then counting the points, how many points are there, and you have to remember that each point main essence you have to remember. Then there is theorizing or explaining the topic, means you have to explain why it is like that, why it works. Ask the questions, questions, what, why, where, and how the thing is going, how the flow is going on, how the theory or concepts are there, what are the reason, exemplify them, okay. Give examples and remember, and basically tour the places of the subject. Experience means experience the subject, like zoo are for biology, and there are tech fairs or technologies exhibitions for engineering, that like you can have a computer for engineering, right? You can explore a computer, you can see the features, and you'd get some interest in engineering. And there are also museums for history, archaeology, there are dinosaur museums, like that. And there are many things, right. And you can buy a microscope if you are loving microbiology, like that. Obviously under your budget, don't trouble parents, okay. They already have their own troubles. So yeah, get games and merch, or buy their fun books, magazine type stuff. Like there are some magazines of animals, like giving new researchers concepts with pictures filled, like a picture book. And also there are games like molecular games, like teaching chemistry, that you have some molecular bonds and all that, to learn new elements, new compounds. So they can teach you a hands-on experience about the subject. They would make let you visualize the subject, and the more you can visualize, you can learn more, okay. So mostly humans are visual learners, so you can learn visualizing the things, and there would be a constant reminder of how the things are fun. Obviously go into the purpose of the subject, what you can achieve, what you can do if you learn that skill, how it would be useful in your life, what superpowers it can give. If you go into that of the subject would be much more interesting. Like physics can engineering can make you like Iron Man. Right, I'm just giving you an example. Like you can, if you master making machines, then obviously these superheroes are best things to visualize, right? You want to be like superheroes, getting powers, fighting the evil, right? That seems so idealistic, so fun, a fun world, right? But it is related to science, so it is much more good. It would take you closer to the dream you want, right? Because when you think of engineering, you can make machines, you can make Iron Man suit, triples, arc reactor, and all that, laser beams and all that stuff, you know. And also if you are studying biology, you can visualize being a Spider-Man or Hulk. You can study proteins, genetic engineering, and you can become something strong. Because obviously nowadays dire wolf of wolves are getting resurrected. So I don't think so those days are very far away where even babies having gene editing, I guess. So those days aren't far away where you can get superpowers with um, you know genetic editing. You can get superpowers. Neuralink is coming around. So there are things, right? Science can do many magic. So now our daily life stuff which we use are just a magic for the earlier people, right? Earlier times people, earlier era people, right? So history, it has the purpose to understand the um, people behavior pattern, how we were, and it shows how we will be in the future. It can predict, because it is like data analysis. You have a data of the mental pattern or behavior pattern of a species, right? Yeah, so because our history makes us somewhat, right, a little. Obviously you decide your future, but uh, past record shows how you can behave, how you can predict, you how it can predict your moves. Obviously things can change, but most probably that's the thing. So yeah, try to reduce breaks, try to study more and more, try to increase your study hours, take it as a challenge, take it as adventure. And the more you work, the rewards get more sweeter. The more patient you are, the more fun it is. So understand that, and mark every chapter you complete, because that is itself a rewarding experience. It feels like an achievement. So yeah. So now you're studying, you are in a college. Now the most important thing is traveling. So choose mostly day scholar colleges, or if hostel, then single, means you are living alone there, because you don't know how your roommate is gonna be, what influence is gonna put on you. So day scholar is better because you are under supervision of people, of well wishers, I hope so. And also you are in a good environment, in a good home, a safe environment. So that is better. But day scholar comes with another thing, that there is no better college around you, so you go traveling. So for traveling, obviously, try to explore more routes, easier routes, which I can say. First and foremost thing, I'm gonna talk about Mumbai locals basically, is because I don't have idea about other areas. So use M indicator. M indicator app is a must. It shows you trains and all, when it's gonna come, what are the stoppage stations and all. Carry safety pins to stitch your bag, because Mumbai locals are a really difficult task to survive. because there is so much crowd, your bags are gonna rip apart, tear. So use very thin bags, right? Very squishy, attached to your body bags, and carry safety pins so you can attach, if the bag breaks you can just stitch it temporarily. And also take hooks to hang your belongings, bags, on the stand there. And also keep your stuff in your bag, because things can, and don't take earbuds. It is not preferable, because things can get stolen, things can get can fall. So try to be safe and practice pull-ups. It is really useful in Mumbai locals. And train platform has yellow and red lines for your safety. Stay behind the yellow line. And red line now is obviously a big no don't go near there. Trains are gonna come there. So it is for your safety. Stand behind them. uh, and no risking of life. uh, don't cross the platforms, right? And just take the flyovers to go to another platform. Yeah. And for knowing which train is coming, is it slow or fast, which platform which train is gonna come, for much more details, go on the flyovers. On the flyovers there are all the where the platforms are indicated, all the platforms would be indicated, so there would be showing all trains which are gonna come, where the which train is gonna come, you can see there. Buy a small book or something of train, but I guess M indicator is self sufficient. You don't need a train book, train map, but still, if you like you can buy. But yeah, use stairs of flyovers and reach to the top, and in flyovers there would be every platform, and there would be mentioned every train which is gonna come on which platform on the indicators. And also inside train, when you climb, there are indicators which show you which station is gonna come next. And also there is a arrow drawn beside the train, so beside the platform, station it is showing next station. So next station on which side it is gonna come, that side is indicated by the arrow, it points there. So uh, it helps to find the side on which side the train is gonna stop and you are gonna depart from there. And also most common observation, but it is not everywhere the same. It is not a fixed stuff, but it is mostly common. It is a pattern that the previous station where the train is stopping on which side the departure platform is there, the on the next station it would be on the opposite side. You would depart on the opposite side, okay? It is mostly seen but not always. It is not fixed stuff, okay? And on the platform there are bigger indicators where they show you where on which stations the train would stop. Like there are obviously it is fixed for slow trains to slow stop on slow stations, fast trains to stop on fast stations. But there are some fast trains which stop on some specific slow stations, so that would all be mentioned which station it is stopping on the bigger indicator on the platform itself. Then is it fast or slow train? And fast train means it skips some stations to only you know uh, to only travel till the major stations, right? So it would show you destination of the last station of the train, that bigger indicator, and what time it is gonna come. And also there is a bigger tip that if you are a boy, if you are a man, wear jeans, because obviously in that suffocating pressing environment it's gonna be painful. if you wear a cotton or track pant fabric cloth, you need jeans, okay, because jeans are hard material, so they can be protective. Yeah. And platform 1 2 3 means starting platforms come onto the west side, and 4 5 6 or later platforms come on east side. Mostly, commonly, pattern is observed generally, not a fixed fact. Okay, there can be exceptions, there can be changes. Now you have traveled, got a college, studied. Now it's time for the exams. So, exam tips. So, um, have faith. Take a symbol of faith, like um, a locket, a lucky, uh, you know, lucky charm or something. But don't be superstitious. Um, there is nothing. Everything is cause and effect. There is not gonna be a miracle, and there's not gonna be any miracle that something bad will happen, something good will happen. Just perform. You have gone there to perform, just perform. Fear and backing off is itself a loss. Even if you fail, even if you lose, you will only get experience. You would get a chance. You will at least strike a chance, maybe win, maybe loss. But fear and backing off is a straight up loss. And when you have reached the exam hall, there is obviously you shouldn't waste your hard work. You have reached it, at least strike a chance, at least face it, face the exam. What would be the worst happening? Nothing. You would come back home. Maybe you would get scoldings, but at the end of the day you won't regret it, because you have given it your all, what you had. Better luck next time, you would do it again, okay? But at least you tried. And ask yourself questions. Why are you scared? Okay, and give yourself solutions. And and actually, what do you lose if you fail the exam? Nothing. The people you love, they love you for your efforts. If you are putting up effort, you are gonna succeed. You are learning is the most important. You are gonna achieve something from that learning experience. You don't need certain results to lead your life, right? Obviously you need the results, you need certain degree and all, but obviously one loss doesn't lose it all. You can try again, you can try it again and again till you win. So that's not the end of the story. And you can work on it, get back, bounce back. So there is no necessity of being scared. uh, and you can be ashamed, you can be maybe fear what other are thinking, but do others feed you? Will they come at your problems? Obviously no. Think about your skill set. Skills are gonna stay you with you for the future. If you are doing it the right way, if you are studying right, if you are putting efforts, then be tension free, because you have done your all, you have given your 100%. You only need your performance. Now being scared only would affect your performance. The only thing which you can control now, results you can't control. If there is some problems in checking, if there is any uncontrollable situations, you can't control them. The only control thing you can control is your performance and your preparation. So focus on that. And if you are ashamed of facing the exam, what others will think, then stop thinking about them, because they are not going to feed you, they are not involved in your life, they are not going to help you or do anything about you. They are not going to take you out of your problems you are in. So yeah. And in exam, the most basic thing, most important thing is just uh, keep working on it till you can, till the time limit. Just think about it. Write anything related. Write anything you know about it. Just uh just means try. Just attempt anything. Okay. Strategize which questions you'll answer. Keep spaces for the question, and make a rough on the rough page, make a backbone of your answers. Write your ideas in short. Then slowly fill the answer sheet. Write related whatever you know about it. Even if the subject, you know about the subject, write it. At least it is better than not writing anything, because in exam the questions are just checking your knowledge. How much do you know? To at least score a little, you have to write something, because they are checking your knowledge, and at least they can uh, judge on you the criteria that you know, at least something. So yeah, that can help you a lot, because exam is checking that how much a guy knows about the study, about the subject, right, about the concept. So, and obviously there are going to be people who are going to trap you, who are really have ill intent for you. So there are going to be people who are going to trap you, put blames on you, tarnish your image. Don't think about them, ignore them. If it is not your mistake, you don't need to whine, you don't need to cry about it, you don't need to make a fuss about it, because they are winning. You are just losing yourself. You are making them win. Obviously they would be happy, right? Grow, achieve, defeat them in their own game. If you grow, they would be getting more and more jealous, and they would you would obviously direct your anger to your work. Okay. So if it is your not your mistake, then you don't need to cry about it. And obviously if the mistake is yours, you have did a mistake, then work on it, correct it, improve it. Okay. People can put fake blames on you, people can disturb you in your exam. These people can for their own benefits, right? People can uh, knowingly, without any of your mistake, can say that you have failed the exam, but you may know that you have written everything correct. And even the paper also shows that even the paper is, if they show, it is correct, but still for their own benefit they can tarnish your image. But if you cry about it, stop growing, stop working, you are just making them win. They want you to ruin your life. And if you back off, if you quit, if you get defeated, then it is their gain. So don't do that. uh, take your revenge, not by violence, but by your own growth, your own development. Make the jealous more jealous. Let them get guilt, regret for their actions by seeing you grow. So grow more. Use that anger, drive that anger to your work, and make it your actions should speak, not your words, right? So yeah, I guess for now, for the part one, obviously this is very huge. This has already become a huge video, so I'm gonna stop here. Check out. Maybe I may put a part two or something, or maybe not, or I may shift to shorts, or maybe I would just end this series here, or I would not make videos of this topic further. Anything can happen, or I can shift topics. Let's see what happens. So stay tuned. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening me yapping, and If you like what I am speaking my throats off right now, please like, share, subscribe. Bye. See you in the next video. It's all gonna pay off. Do the extra efforts. Do more degrees, simultaneous degrees. Use save your time, utilize your time. More than saving time, focus on utilizing time in productive activities, skills. Uh, Enjoy your side hustles. Do more degrees simultaneously, and do more degrees, levels of degrees, like bachelor's, masters, and all, doctorate, and do variety of degrees so that your skill set is diversified. If one fails, you can go into another, or they combine into a better field, or maybe they can complement and help each other. uh, and obviously focus on competitive exams, outer exams, gain extra skills, and uh, always check out for the downsides of the thing you are doing. uh, Ask for written proofs, find jobs, internships, but don't focus on the money. Focus on the reputation or certificate. Most focus on the certificate of everything you get. Go into hackathons, clubs, where you can get certificates. um, Build projects, do things on your own, learn new things, and there are many exams. Try all the exams so that you get more options, more chances to get admission in a better place, so that you have a upper hand in your options and you can choose what you want. There are for engineering, I can say there are JEE, CUET, for science students, JEE, CUET, NEET. There are state level exams, and Olympiads, government Olympiads, KVPY, NSTSC, and many exams are there. Um AITSC, and many others. Even there are language exams like Spell B and all. They are also very good. And for master's level, there is GATE, GRE, JAM. For PhD doctorate, there is NET. And uh, do basic degrees with more option, more open windows, which is more flexible, which can go into much more other fields, like computer engineering can go into many other engineering fields, like uh, uh, and do more broad subjects which can accept any field later on, so that you get a variety of skill sets. Like do computer engineering, which can go into other fields of engineering, and then commerce fields can take up uh, any subject who can have math. Then you can go into arts or something. You can just plan your thing, but take the much more accepting degrees at the end, so that also their values aren't reduced. And also starting degrees should be of higher value, so that even if you stop studying there, you have a good uh, degree. And also uh, you have done a degree which can go into many other options, and the later degrees can accept any degrees, so you can do like that. uh, you can explore when you are studying, you can explore all the fields. Then only you get the field which you like. If you try everything, you get what you like. So that's the thing. And try everything you can try, okay. uh, Explore every other careers. And for MBA, there is GMAT, CAT, ZAT, SAT, and all that. For masters engineering, I guess I have said that GATE, JAM, GRE. uh, you know I have forgotten. There are other exams too. And for normal masters or PhD, there is NET, UGC NET, and all those. So yeah, thanks for watching. The additional information too. Like, share, subscribe, so that I can get freaking motivated to just Speak whole day like a jobless guy. And don't forget your side hustles that you can record, document, and keep. Okay, so that you can show it later on. You can prove it that you have done something in your life. You can have a essence of it, right? Or at least it becomes a memory in the future, when you at least you feel that your days in the life isn't wasted, because life is a vacation, a vacation, a game in which you take up more adventures, get more skills and abilities and powers, have more fun. The more you work, the more fun your life is. An idle guy lives a hellish life. You have to make hellish you have to get out of hellish situations to become hell powerful, right? So utilize your time of life to contribute to the world. Use your time in the life to make most out of it, so that when you are going from the world, you can't take anything from earth. The only thing you can take are the either the regrets or the happiness of the moments you lived. So second option, which is the happiness of the moments you lived, that should be the thing you are taking with you from the earth, right? So if you grow right, then you become immortal, because the only thing immortal in this world is the knowledge or the ideals that are passed on through books, through records. So be so better, use your time on earth so better that you become something who everybody listens, preserves your information, preserves your knowledge, your ideals, and pass it on. In that way, you become immortal, because the cloning techniques, the robots which are used for making you immortal, they also take your genetic characteristics, your hereditary traits, your way of style of living, your knowledge and intellect. The things that pass on are only these: your mind, your way of thinking, not the body. Body changes. That's how we become immortal. So if your ideals live on, then indirectly you are obviously become immortal. So work so hard that you become immortal from most important thing heart. Don't keep backlogs in your life, they haunt you. Obviously you can go back to it, but it would be much more hard, much more resistive, because you have current work things to work on, and having extra pressure would be much more painful. So don't keep backlogs. Work in the present for the achievements in the present, and head start for the future. Save your head starts. Save the work that you are doing. Do more and more work, so that your work's fruits aren't exhausted. Save the fruits of work and accumulate more and more fruits of work, so that you when you don't want to stop, but you have to stop. When you are not able to work, or you are not able to live, then you see back and you are proud of the things you have done. Okay, so be a man who you can be proud of. Bye, see ya. Be the sigma main character of your life. Win in life, everything is gonna come at its pace. No, everything is gonna come at best. The best things are gonna come if you are the right person, if you work hard. So if you want to see your dreams how they look when the dreams are alive, you can watch vlogs, because vlogs are the thing where you haven't reached but someone has reached, but that distance can be reduced. You can see how it feels there by vlogs. But if you want to feel it real, for real, then obviously you have to work, but that would motivate you for real. So yeah, focus on the right things, do the right work, and you're gonna ace it. Be the MC of your life, main character of your life. Write your story. It's your story. Write it to be the best. Build your plot armor by your skills. It's peace and tranquil at the top. Everyone is chasing it. So be there so that you are the one everyone is chasing. Right? Be the Sigma. Never take the wrong path. Work on what you want, what you can control, work on it, or else you're gonna cry why he's winning and I am
बिकॉज
here.
तुम्हें ये समझना पड़ेगा कि बुक्स स्वार्थी नहीं होते. बुक्स आर योर फ्रेंड्स जो आपकी हेल्प करते हैं, जो भेदभाव नहीं करते. और अगर आप उनसे प्यार करोगे तो आप मतलब हमेशा के हमेशा मतलब बुक्स आपके साथ रहते हैं, लुक्स आपके साथ नहीं रहते. और आपके बुक्स के स्किल्स के साथ आपसे कोई भेदभाव नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि आपके पास कुछ ऐसा प्रोडक्टिव चीज़ है जो किसी को ज़रूरी है किसी की लाइफ बेटर बनाने के लिए. वो कोई ऑप्शन या लग्जरी नहीं है, वो बेसिक्स है, बेसिक नेसेसिटी.
Everything will fade away sooner or later, but the things you earned, you have won, that will only stay with you. The things you have earned rightfully, with your efforts, the right skills, the right way, the right win.